Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunshine Botanicals. Today we're focusing on the third pillar, which is repair. I want to take a moment. My name is Martha Bowers, and I'm the moderator tonight. And I'm going to be introducing Emily Fritchey, who is the co founder of Sunshine Botanicals. She is a holistic skin therapist. She is the CEO of Sunshine Botanicals. And without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Emily.
Hey, you guys. For those of you that have not met me before, my name is, as Martha said, I'm Emily. I'm the founder of the company. And my passion is giving people amazing skin quickly and sorting through all of the noise out there with what it takes to make that happen so that I can provide you with the information to make the best decisions about the products, services, and treatments you decide to do to treat aging and problem skin conditions. I have been where this is part three of a series, and I've been talking about my four basic pillars of beautiful, flawless skin. What does it take? So, guys, I'm not here to just talk to you about products. I want you to think about concepts, okay? My four pillars of corrective skincare are cleansing and detoxification, hydration, repair or correction, and protection. Those four things are the main things you need in your skincare routine. Seriously. When you are looking at and evaluating products or treatments out there, if you remember that there are four things you need to do to get your skin right, you avoid the trap of buying, hype and marketing and all those kinds of things. We have already covered part one and part two, which was cleansing and detoxification and hydration. Now we're going to talk about skin repair. Now, after you've done your first steps in your daily skincare routine, we're talking about what you do at home right now. We're not talking about the clinic per se, although in my skincare clinic, I still follow that same, approach. We're talking about skin repair. So, let's talk about ingredients. It's everything. If you know how to read a label, and who's a chemist out there? Anybody? Yeah. It's kind of crazy. How do you know what you're looking at? First of all, I'll be very honest. You need to trust the company whose products you're looking at and trust that they can answer your questions. So, when it comes to repair, that could be devices, it could be ingredients in products, serums, and treatments. So, understanding ingredients that help the skin heal, restore, and rebuild is what we're talking about. So, I want to educate you enough with at least the basics so that you can make a better decision on what you're going to do with your skin. So, what if beautiful skin didn't have to be so complicated? So many people really feel stuck. And I have seen this with people that come into my clinic. They've got so many products. They bring, a couple of makeup bags with all their stuff. Well, I've used this for this and this for that, and I didn't see anything happen here, didn't see anything happen there. I think maybe a lot of us can relate to that. But most people feel stuck because they have too many products. They hear and listen to so many opinions. There's so many influencers and social media trends. And maybe, a lot of folks are copying routines and they're buying products based on marketing instead of what your skin actually needs. I want you to think about that for a minute. Whatever the hot button might be, whether it is retinol or retin-A or there's a bunch of things right now. Whatever the hot button that media is pumping right now, you're going to see that. The reason I teach the four pillars of correct skin correction is so you can avoid that trap and you can determine, does it fit into one of these categories? Cleansing and detoxification, hydration, repair, and protection, right? So people are buying products really most of the time based on quick decisions and marketing. Whatever it says it's going to do, that sounds good. We're good. Okay. And that's where a lot of times the things can get strange. Okay. So I broke this down. I wanted to, I thought about how do I communicate what I do in my skincare clinic to change people's skin quickly? What is it essentially that I'm doing? I'm doing a lot of stuff, but all those things fit into one of these four categories. So, healthy, radiant skin is not magic. It's about having a solid foundation and consistency, you guys. I can change your skin. I swear to God, I've got lots of photos. Stick with us. Follow us on YouTube. We're going to show you before and after pictures that will blow your mind, that are really kind of simple. Okay. But when you support your skin this way, lasting change happens. So, today we're talking about repair and correction. Okay, so we can move on. Um, the key takeaways from this segment of this series is the biggest mistake people make is buying products before understanding what the skin is actually asking for. Maybe you're greasy and oily. Maybe you're red and inflamed and dry and flaky. Maybe it's acneic, maybe it's sun damage, maybe it's all of that put together. What is your skin screaming the loudest for? So, the biggest mistake people make is buying products before they really understand what's happening to the face. Okay. I've been doing this for 35 years. I would love to share my techniques with you and the way I look at the skin. I hope I can share that with you so it will help you sort through all the noise and the crap. Okay. Let me also say that your bestie's routine isn't your routine. Maybe she loves it, but you have different skin. And also, your favorite influencers doesn't have your skin. So, okay. Now, repair is where the correction begins. The goal of repair is to do a lot of things. I've just highlighted a few of the basics. This is not everything by any means, but once you've cleansed, detoxed, the skin is breathing and it's hydrated, now it's ready for correction. Okay. So the goal of repair is, depending on the skin, and almost always to reduce inflammation, to restore a healthy skin barrier, because a lot of times their skin can be so raw from using very acidic products day in and day out. The skin can be stressed out, it can be red. We want to improve hydration, we want to support collagen and production, we want to correct visible skin concerns and improve skin resilience so it snaps back. So, when we talk about correct visible skin concerns, this is where it can get really interesting, and you can pull different ways to address these things, whether it is discoloration and hyperpigmentation, redness, irritation, and stressed skin, skins that are stressed out because of oncology treatments. Maybe cancer patients are trying to recover and their skins can't handle real aggressive treatments. And it goes on and on. There's a lot of imbalance. So I just want you to know that beautiful skin isn't created by attacking problems. It's created by helping the skin to function properly. Big difference. We're not talking about things that can just quick fix, blah, blah, blah. Okay? You're hitting my sweet spot here. Beautiful skin is created by helping the skin function properly and naturally without just forcing it, into submission. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Okay? My first thought is please don't shop by product, shop by your skin condition. Ask yourself, what is my skin trying to tell me? Then select ingredients that support that condition. And we're looking at skin concern to corrective ingredients equals better results. So that, okay, this little slide here is just an idea. This is what you want to do. Think about what you're looking at, what you're feeling, how your skin is reacting. Understand what you're, excuse me, dealing with, and then look for the strategy to make that, I've got the hiccup, sorry, that correction. Now, I'm huge on ingredients. I don't want to burn your brain up, but I want you to understand some key things you need to be aware of because I'm looking at ingredient labels when I'm making products. I'm working with a chemist and an herbalist to put amazing things together to create change on your skin. That being said, I want you to understand that your skin responds to active ingredients, botanical compounds, antioxidants, essential fatty acids, peptides, and vitamins. Not marketing hype, not marketing, and not trends. Each one of these categories of ingredients has a different effect on the skin. We want it to plump. We want it to not be red and irritated. We want it to calm down. We want to minimize the discoloration and we want to have a glow, right? I think everybody's probably going, yep. Okay. So let's look at ingredients. Since you all know that I love my plants and botanicals, let's talk about some key things you can look for on labels of products when you're out and about. And some of my favorite things as a formulator and a formulator, esthetician, and herbalist. These are things that are near and dear to my heart and are always in my skincare clinic. Redness and sensitivity. Let's go there. A lot of people are inflamed and on fire for whatever reason. Okay. The top three ingredients that are amazing to help reduce inflammation, repair the skin, and jumpstart the healing process are that on the left, you've got comfrey root. The middle is licorice root. And on the far right is St. John's wort. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about these so you lock it into your head. Comfrey root is one of the most healing plants on the planet. The root and the leaves of that plant are absolutely phenomenal. In the herb world, comfrey is called knitbone, Knitbone, because it knits bones. It's been used for centuries for broken skin, broken bones. It's used internally, it's used topically. Comfrey is just a beautiful ingredient that stimulates the growth of new cells on really traumatized or damaged skin. And on in our healing products, we use lots of comfrey in that original formulation to help not only reduce redness, but repair the barrier function of the skin and just stimulate brand new skin cells to grow, which are tighter, brighter, and fuller. I could talk all day about comfrey, but it's a godsend when it comes to irritated, red, inflamed, or damaged or burned skin. The middle image is licorice root. And licorice root is great to reduce redness and inflammation and is great as a natural anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial or antifungal, if you will, herb used in folk medicine for a long time for a lot of those kinds of conditions. People with acne skin that's red, irritated, and inflamed, but it's also dry, love licorice root because it's not going to stress their skin out and it's going to really help to address those key things. The next image is St. John's wort. And St. John's wort, a lot of you may know, I've heard of it in terms of it was used for a long time and still is for depression. When it's made into an herbal compound to take internally, it's been tremendous for that. When we use it topically on the skin, it's a strong and very potent antioxidant. So St. John's wort is amazing food for the skin. And I had a client said when she was around while I was working with this, she said, "This is liquid gold." And I thought that was really amazing. I said, "Really?" She said, I promise you, It's made a difference in the pigment and the color and the discoloration on my skin. So, how can you deal with a sensitive red skin that also has discoloration? Look for St. John's wort and licorice root and comfrey to all come together. So when I'm making products for you guys, I'm thinking about the function and ability of each one of these ingredients and how they're extracted and formulated, and it's really amazing. But St. John's wort is gold for the skin, and it's a potent antioxidant. Now, what if your skin is dry and you have barrier damage? What is barrier damage? Some of you may be going, huh? The skin's protective outer layer can become disrupted with all kinds of um, very aggressive treatments done over and over, too much use of acids every day and etc. Anyway, it means the top layer of the skin is stressed out, it's broken, and it's open to airborne bacteria. And that can cause a lot of things like, and it can lead to yeast, redness, dryness, and chronic revolving door of trial and error of redness. And I don't have the time to go into all the reasons why that could happen, but let's just say what your skin is telling you about dryness and skin barrier damage that can create a revolving door of redness, irritation, inflammation, and what do we do next? Okay. We want to repair and rebuild the barrier. That is the outermost layer of the skin. We want to restore the barrier function so it can protect you against, the all the airborne crap that we come into contact with and dirty makeup sponges and brushes and all those things that go on the skin. It can create a mess. Okay. So if you're really dry, sensitive, and red, I'm going to point out three key things. I wish I could tell you everything, but I can't. I'm just having to tell you the basics. I'm going to go back to comfrey. Comfrey root and leaf is what we use in Sunshine Botanicals. This is the extraction process, the parts of the plant that we use. Everything is just phenomenal and it heals. It just does. It's amazing. The image in the middle is the evening primrose oil. Evening primrose oil is a fatty acid. It's great for the skin. It's going to help to plump the skin. But evening primrose oil has also been used to treat nerve damage in the body. And it's a fascinating herb and oil to uh, search and explore and understand how powerful this is. So when you blend things together like comfrey root and evening primrose oil, you've got a beautiful little cocktail of some gorgeous ingredients that will help treat this condition. And then the other thing is seaweed. That is a whole class in and of itself. There's many types of seaweed, red seaweed, brown seaweed, plankton, algae. There's a lot of things, and it's so loaded with minerals and trace elements that feed and nourish the skin. And in our ageless collection for Sunshine Botanicals, we have a lot of seaweed. And it's amazing. And it's also rich in natural iodine. It's great for thyroid conditions. It's great to help balance the body. You can use seaweed for so many things. You can use it in soaks in the bath. You can use it in skincare products. We use it in our cleansers. It's just a phenomenal way to nourish, plump, and help restore the skin. So if you're dealing with dryness and barrier damage, there's three top things that are some of my favorites. Now, what about wrinkles and aging? I'm talking about my top three, and I'm going to start here in the middle with our Laminara digitata algae. And this particular form of seaweed is abundant in our products. And it's amazing because of the trace elements and minerals that it brings to the skin so the skin comes to life. Think of ingredients this way. We are giving the skin nutrition topically so it can absorb. That's why steps 1 and 2, which is cleansing and detoxification and hydration, you've got to get that step down before these kinds of ingredients can even get in. And I've got to tell you, it breaks my heart because so many people, because of how we're taught to think by social media and whatever, it's like, I'll buy this for that, this for that. If you don't get those first steps down, these things cannot get into the skin to really make the visible change that you're looking for. So, my top three for wrinkles and aging are hyaluronic acid, laminaria digitata algae, and peptides. All of these are an entire presentation, each one in and of themselves. So I'm just going to be able to hit the high spots tonight. Hyaluronic acid, looking at the source and the ingredients is really huge because the source is everything. Hyaluronic acid, it's not an acid like a biting, burning acid, but hyaluronic acid, the sole function of this is to help your skin bind moisture. What does that mean? You can moisturize till Jesus comes and think a lot of times things are going to happen because nothing is getting into the skin. Hyaluronic acid is so important. It's part of our bodies. Our body produces this. But when we use it in a serum topically, it hydrates the skin. Number one, it's huge. You want to just watch your skin change. Put pure hyaluronic on top of the skin and watch what happens. It binds its weight. It's it's tremendous about how much moisture it prevents your skin from losing. Remember that. It's not that we're putting so much on it, it's like we're putting the product on and it prevents your skin from dehydration. It's amazing. It truly is. So hyaluronic acid is extremely important. Laminaria digitata algae, we've talked about that. Minerals, nutrients, skin food, that's what that is. And then peptides. That is a 6-part series in and of itself. Depending on your interest and what you guys want to know, I will be glad to break this down and help you understand which peptides are great for what. So we need you to talk to us, give us some feedback. Even if you're seeing this later, such as on YouTube, tell us what you're looking for and we will break it down. But peptides are long chain amino acids that help knit wrinkles on the skin. Okay? They're amino acids, and when you do this, guys, consistency is everything. If you want to see results, you don't do it once or twice. You just stick with it and watch what happens to the skin. So these ingredients, hyaluronic acid, seaweeds of all kinds, minerals, plankton, and algae, and peptides all come together to create a cocktail of amazing things that this can do to the skin. I love getting results. I don't want to wait forever, and neither do you. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to guide you through this so you know what to expect, how long you need to do it, and what's there. So I geek out on science, guys, when it comes to herbal medicine and beautiful ingredients in skincare. There's wrinkles and aging. Those are your top three, not the only things, but the top three you want to think about. Now, let's switch the script here. What if you have acne and congested, oily, greasy skin? There are subcategories of all of this, from severe acne vulgaris to just basic breakouts, and there are different strengths of products we would use for each one. But if your skin is acneic and congested, and I'm going to say this right here for all of the things that we do, it starts on the inside. It's not just topical. Your skin is showing you what's happening throughout your body, internally, the gut, the digestive tract, the functionality of the liver, your circulation, everything. So it's not just topical, okay? So I got to say this about acne and congestion. Cleansing and detoxification is everything, topically and internally. Colon cleansing, liver cleansing, Those are wonderful things. We can talk more about that later. What does that look like, whether it's colonics, herbs, or what have you? But our bodies fill up with so much waste, and the body is trying to get rid of what the body can't either eliminate or digest. And when we've got acne and congestion, whoa, now we have bathroom drawers full of stuff. Do I have an amen somewhere? Yeah, of things to clear this condition. So I just want you to understand it's an inside job, and cleansing and detoxification is everything. If you don't do anything but change how you're cleansing your skin, that's going to do more for you than anything else you try, and then will allow other things to work even more efficiently. So, what are the a few key ingredients for that? We've got alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy acids. I use those with botanicals, and to be able to break up all those dead layers of buildup and congested skin. I also love enzymes. Enzymes are amazing for your digestion, your colon, your gut, and it's amazing topically. So if we look at proteolytic enzymes, proteolytic enzymes dissolve protein on the skin. So if I'm looking at thick, tough, coarse skin, I can use AHA or BHA acids, or I can use some proteolytic enzymes to start breaking down that tough, thick layer of skin so that we can do extractions. We can get rid of all the waste and we can break up everything. Now, I'm an esthetician. I have a private skincare studio and I do all this on my clients. Okay. So I'm not saying go home, play esthetician for yourself, but I can show you some things that you can do just by getting your ingredients right in your product. So alpha and beta hydroxy acids help break down that thick, tough, leathery, coarse, cystic acne skin so your skin can start to breathe again, and you can do some extractions and get rid of a lot of the waste and start to clear the skin. Another way to go about it is using enzymes as opposed to acids. It depends on the skin. That's what I tell you when you come to see me, because I can tell you which one will work best for you. But proteolytic enzymes are huge, and it breaks down all the gunk so your skin can start to breathe. Then we have an ingredient called niacinamide. Okay. Niacinamide is an amazing ingredient, and the way it's extracted is phenomenal. It's amazing for acne skin. It's also very, very specific for hyperpigmentation and skin discoloration. And niacinamide is a form of B3, vitamin B3, and it will break up, okay, whether it's pigment or whether it's congested, waxy, congested skin. It's both very effective. So these things can be blended together, used differently, or incorporated into your routine. But my goal tonight is not to say these are the things you really want to run out and look for. No, these are things that are important in a protocol for these conditions. Okay. All right. What is your skin telling you? Think about that. I bet you've never done that before. Let's talk about discoloration, brown spots, splotchy, whatever, maybe melasma. Skin discoloration is caused by so many things, and I will go back and talk about liver congestion. When we're talking about cleansing the gut, the colon, cleansing the body, okay? I will tell all my clients from the inside out is where the results that I get meet. Okay. So if you've got discoloration from whatever, yes, the sun is a big reason, but it's not the only one. If anyone is online that remembers back in the day when this was called liver spots, okay, that's what this was. And they called it that for a reason, because the liver is a filtration system for the gut. And if the liver is congested, oh geez, I could go down a rabbit trail here. when the liver's job is to filter waste, chemicals, drugs, medications, all of those things from the body and help to clean out the liver so we can continue to operate. Over time, the liver can become very congested because it's not able to dump all of this waste. That's why they had these little liver pills back in the day. I'm not even sure what's in it. But today we would use herbs and things like that to help the liver, such as milk thistle and other cool ingredients like that to help the liver filter. If the liver is congested, if you're not eliminating having two bowel movements every single day normally, your body is backing up with a lot of waste and a lot of discoloration. So my recommendation to my clients is clean the colon and the liver and get the right ingredients topically to fade the spots that are there. If you only if you only fade the spots that are there, you're just treating the symptom. You're not getting to the root cause of the issue. So if you've got discoloration, it could be sun damage, it could be melasma, which is hormonal, which means you definitely need to cleanse. Those kinds of things are really, really important. So I'm hoping I'm not confusing you. I just want you to understand that there is a topical and an internal component to beautiful skin. And when we're talking about skin discoloration, we're talking about cleansing the colon, the liver, and the blood. And that can be done with herbs very gently and very safely. Now, what do we use topically? We use licorice root. I love vitamin C. Now, I love that I am especially uh, fond of ascorbic acid polypeptide in the form of vitamin C. Now, we have vitamin C, which is L-ascorbic acid. There are different forms, if we could go down that rabbit trail about how many forms of vitamin C there are. The reason I choose ascorbic acid polypeptides is because of the way it's blended. It's not real sharp. A lot of vitamin C's have a lot of bite to them. So sensitive skins, drier skins, cancer patients don't tolerate that very well, even though you need the benefits of vitamin C. Ascorbic acid polypeptide works beautifully and it doesn't have the oxidation that a lot of other forms of vitamin C do, which means it's more stable and it's more effective. If you go to sunshinebotanicals.com and look up a product we make called Vitamin C Plus, you can read about what this actually does. So, ascorbic acid polypeptide is just a favorite because I can treat every skin, I can get predictable results, and it's not sharp and biting. Okay, so licorice root, vitamin C, and now we're going to look at niacinamide. And niacinamide is an ingredient. I think we talked about it before. Um, vitamin B3, and it's amazing both for acne and for hyperpigmentation. It depends on the strength in the formulation that you're choosing as to how effective it's going to be. I'm going to dial it all the way back and I'm going to go back to step one, cleansing and detoxification. Step two, hydration. Now we're going to put on the good stuff. What is the good stuff? So if you use, niacinamide and you blend it with vitamin C and maybe some peptides like we've put together in our biopeptide brightening serum, you can get some real serious results. It's consistency morning and evening, but licorice root, vitamin C, and niacinamide, I consider to be the top three things to look for discoloration. Now, what about loss of firmness? What if you're sagging? Anybody relate to that? Uh, Marionette lines. Over time, gravity pulls everything down. Is there an ingredient that's going to fix it? No. Are there things that will help the skin to look glowy and firmer and brighter? Yes, but let's be real. That's where my devices come in because, oops. Hello, folks. Hang on one second. I just dropped my light. You can't see me, so hold that thought just for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm coming. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh, just for extra fun, folks. I hope you can see me. My light broke. Oh well. Um, Martha, can you see me okay? Yes. Okay. Let's talk about loss of firmness. My favorite tools, and these are things you guys you can use at home with all of these ingredients and botanicals I've just mentioned. Loss of firmness is LED light, plasma, and lymphatic drainage. How do you tighten up the face? Those are the three most effective things you can do at home every day and watch your skin change. LED light, the tool that I use is called My Skin Buddy. I love it. It has every light spectrum at the degree of penetration that it needs because it's a light wave that penetrates down to the dermis of the skin and creates a wave that plumps collagen and reduces inflammation and has settings for sensitive, red, irritated, and highly pigmented skin. You can see this on our website, and it's all I can say is I use it when I'm working on clients in the clinic, and I keep it in my bathroom. It sits beside my toothbrush because I think it is good daily skin hygiene. It just keeps everything tight. Now, I have a power tool right here in the middle, and this is plasma. Plasma is the fourth state of matter. You've got solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Plasma is energy. This simple little tool takes the air in the room, runs it through the device, and creates plasma energy that goes deep into the skin that lifts, firms, and tightens the skin. Does it hurt? Not at all. It feels amazing, and you'll do your face and go, "Did that just happen?" Yes, it did. Okay. So LED light and plasma are it I love energy and frequency. There's a bunch of tools out there, you guys. You can throw a ton of money at it. But I'm just going to tell you that when you blend these two together, you will watch things happen and go, "I'm good. I am golden." Unless you need a full-on facelift, this will do it. Okay. So this is the Aurora Plus plasma device. These two tools are found on our website because I love them. I believe in them, and we're going to be doing more videos. So check it out. So when you're talking about loss of firmness, you want to use all these beautiful ingredients and then use the energy and frequency with it to push it deeper into the skin. This tool, the thing on the right, brushing the skin and looking at, there are many techniques. And I love I'm huge on teaching lymphatic drainage for the body and for the face because when the face gets puffy, the eyes get puffy, everything starts to droop. What people don't understand, what you guys is so many times this is because you've got fluid, excess fluid, lymphatic fluid underneath the skin that is not draining. And lymphatic fluid, think about if you've got swollen glands, you get sick, you've got all of that going on. That's because of lymph. Lymphatic drainage in the facial area, and you can use these tools with it, and I can teach you the techniques to move stagnant fluid out of your face so that your eyes open, they lift, and the skin becomes tighter. That is just with massage and moving lymphatic fluid so that it drains from your face behind your collarbone into the body so the body can expel it. So this is a little image of using a brush. That's good for some situations, not for everything, but that's not necessarily depicting lymphatic drainage, but it's a way to just kind of get things moving, moving the circulation, moving the lymph, all of that is so important here. So if you're losing firmness, get your ingredients right, your hyaluronic, your peptides, your botanicals, and get your LED light and your plasma, boom, amazing things can happen, and it doesn't take forever to do it. So just a few things that I believe in. Now, when it comes to dullness, what does that mean? When the skin is dull, the skin can have a lot of buildup from old dead skin cells, which means we need to dissolve and cleanse the skin, get rid of all that, elevate your exfoliation, and then boost the circulation. Now, this first picture is a great example of lymphatic drainage using a simple tool. You can get it in jade, or I think that is. What is that, Martha? That's pink.
It could be either pink quartz or pink jade. I'm not sure which one it is,
Yeah,
but
I think you're right. Pink quartz. Yeah. You can use this to literally squeegee fluid out of your face. There's a lot of tools out there, okay? But I want to show you the simple things that work. And I've used this in my clinic. So elevate your exfoliation to make sure all the dead layers are gone. Stimulate the circulation and add trace minerals and fatty acids and healthy ingredients back into the skin. Now, let's talk about plants. Plants contain naturally occurring compounds that help support antioxidant protection, barrier repair, hydration, skin renewal, inflammation, and healthy aging. What is the deal with plants? Okay, does it just something pretty you stick in there? No. When you study the science of herbal medicine, it would truly blow your mind. My husband has a fabulous book called Practical Herbalism, and it will help you understand the use and application of herbal medicine in healing and how to do this. And there's a lot of things online where you can really study this, but you would be surprised at, I mean, that's the original medicine, guys, that we're using. Okay, so let's look at some plants. Now, I've just had to pick a few, okay? My team said, nope, just a handful. I'm like, okay. So let's talk about what these actually do and what is the science and what is the effect of these plants in a clean formula on my skin. So calendula is the skin comforting healer. Flavonoids, carotenoids, and all of those beautiful elements are loaded in within calendula. It supports, or what it helps to do is reduce, supports means reduces redness, sensitivity, skin barrier repair, and post-procedure recovery. So if you've had a procedure, you've had laser, you've had a facelift, whatever it is, you want to make sure that your topicals definitely contain some calendula. Okay. Are we ready to move on?
we're on chamomile.
Oh, I'm sorry, chamomile. Okay. This is an anti-inflammatory. Again, you got your flavonoids, your carotenoids, and it's another formula that's great for sensitivity, redness, barrier repair, and post-recovery. Chamomile and calendula are oftentimes, you'll find those in formulations together because they support each other so much and they're so healing. Helichrysum is a fascinating plant. This is a regenerative flower. Um, the ingredients are amazing. Healthy aging, skin renewal, redness, and environmental stress really is not doing this justice. For those that study quality essential oils, there have been studies after studies after studies of helichrysum oil being put into the ears to help restore hearing for major, major damage. It is a healing plant of tremendous power. And it can be used in essential oils. It can be used tinctured or oils like we use in our products. and it's highly, highly, highly antioxidant. So helichrysum is important. It's in our cellular renewal mist, and it's incredible for environmental damage, wind, sun, whatever on the skin. It's really special. You might want to study that one a little bit. Okay. Comfrey root is one of our favorites. This is a beautiful big plant. It's nature's cellular renewal herb, and this is a picture of the flower. But the plants are about 2.5 feet tall in the summer. They're beautiful. They have these beautiful, huge leaves. It's kind of reminiscent of a lamb's ear, only it's bigger. Uh, and it's the roots and the flowers and the leaves of this plant are incredibly healing, and they stimulate new cell growth. You can really go on a deep dive and study what comfrey does to the skin, the body, and how healing this plant is. Is an amazing source of allantoin, rosmarinic acid, mucilage, which means it's very lubricating to the skin, and tannins. So skin renewal, barrier repair, skin comfort, and recovery from visible skin stress, whatever that is. This is, let me see, how do I tell you this? That's the foundation of everything I work with, comfrey. Everything else grows around that. And we can mix and blend and match and blend things together. But if you want the skin to heal quickly, this is central to our rapid repair balm, rapid repair fluid, and our other healing elements. And it's just a powerhouse of healing for stressed skin from whatever condition. Now, white birch bark is interesting. How many of you have been out walking? Maybe you're living in different parts of the country. You see birch bark. I'm going to have to go off on a little bit of a tangent right here because I want you to understand the bark from this tree is so powerful. And if you're out walking and you see birch trees, look at them. You may want to know this stuff, you may not, but I'm going to tell you. It's called the doctrine of signatures. The doctrine of signatures is used by herbalists to explain what plants do and what they're for. I know this is out of the scope of just skincare and beauty, but I really get into this, and my husband was very gifted. He's in heaven now, but he was a very gifted herbalist and could explain this. But just to give you an idea of what the doctrine of signatures do, when you look at white birch bark, some people call it paper birch because it looks like it's peeling all the time. And it's very thin and it's almost like skin. And it's kind of how people understood how to use an herb for a condition way back. Okay, so if you see the tree, the bark can help heal peeling, raw, irritated skin. The doctrine of signatures is a fascinating study for herbalists or people that are interested in plant medicine to understand what the plant is trying to tell us. And I believe God designed every single plant on this earth for our healing. And that's what we're about. And it's a precious, precious source of healing. So look up the doctrine of signatures, okay? Study it if you want. It's pretty fascinating. And so we'll go back to white birch bark, which is in medicinal doses in our products. I love this ingredient. Now, it's a source of betulin. Betulinic acid is what you get when you extract the medicinal properties from the bark, along with flavonoids. It supports environmental stress, dullness, skin vitality. Let me just cut right to the chase. There have been two major university studies, University of Chicago in Illinois and let's see, where was the other? University of Chicago in Illinois. Sorry, it's late. I'll get the other one. But you can look this up. They have done studies on using betulinic acid in precancerous lesions, and the studies and the results are stunning. There are drug companies that are attempting, or I haven't seen it lately, but we're attempting to be able to patent the ingredient to use in a drug. And if you know how to make herbal medicine, you can simply take the bark off the tree, extract the betulinic acid, make your own medicine. And that's how we use betulinic acid in Sunshine Botanicals. But the University of Chicago in Illinois, betulinic acid studies for precancerous lesions and cancer. So when this is used in an aging product, right? And it's just amazing because it can help the body repair the amount of sun damage that you have experienced. This is not this. This is. Let's see. How do I want to say this? You have to understand the plant to know what it does. So I can tell you what God made it to do. And then that can be extracted and made into medicine, whether it's herbal medicine that's taken internally or topical product formulations, which is what we do at Sunshine Botanicals. We can do that. But I just take great joy in bringing you guys the interesting information in some of these amazing plants that are accessible that people don't know anything about. But the key constituents of white birch bark are betulinic acid, and flavonoids, which is another form of antioxidant. It helps with congestion, environmental stress, skin dullness, and skin vitality. But it is used as a prevention and protection for precancerous lesions. So that's what you can research, you can study, you can decide for yourself how you feel about this. But we include the tincture of white birch bark in several of our products for that reason. Evening primrose oil is an essential fatty acid. It's very important for healthy skin. It's gamma linolenic acids. Phytosteroids is great for dryness, menopausal skin, barrier repair, and sensitive skin. This is a beautiful little flower that has a powerful impact on the skin and has is a very powerful oil or ingredient for nerve damage. There is a movie, an old movie called Lorenzo's Oil, if anybody remembers that. And it was a story about this child that had a lot of nerve damage, and his mom was determined to find something besides drugs to help him. And part of her solution that she used for this child was evening primrose oil. It helps to repair the myelin sheath, which is the nerve ending that can become very frayed with a lot of health conditions and a lot of nerve conditions. So, evening primrose oil is great in a capsule to take internally, and it's wonderful to blend into a topical solution for the skin. Seaweed. Oh my gosh. Again, this is a six-part series in and of itself. This is the ocean mineral rich skin food. Okay. Seaweed, there's so many varieties of seaweed, just like there are so many different types of plants. But if you look at God's medicinal supply underneath the ocean, it will blow your mind. The big thing about having seaweed in products, seaweed and algae, is it's chock full of minerals, and the skin so needs minerals to revitalize, restore the dullness that we talked about. It needs life. So it's loaded with energy. So see, the key constituents are minerals, amino acids, polysaccharides, and fucodine. Now, what does this do? It supports hydration, elasticity, skin vitality, and healthy aging. It's just, think of it as a massive skin food. That's what it does. It feeds the skin nutrients so it functions at its optimal level. Okay. Laminaria. This is Laminaria digitata algae. This is a firming brown algae. Firmness, hydration, resilience, and it's amazing for mature skin. I'm going to be making more products with seaweed and algae, so stay tuned because it is such an amazing source of nutrients for the skin. It's great for firmness, hydration, resilience, so it snaps back, and is a tremendous source of polyphenols. Okay. Dulse algae. Oh boy, that's another seaweed. Let's talk about this amazing sea vegetable. It's amazing for the thyroid. I recommend it to a lot of clients that have imbalances in their thyroid, and it's a support system, not necessarily to stop your medication, but if you start using Dulse, I'm off track here right now. I'm talking about Dulse as a supplement internally, but I'm going to be talking about it on the skin. But when the thyroid is out of balance, the skin goes completely wacky. So we're talking about really dry skin, thin eyebrows, so many issues, and the body is in desperate need of minerals. And Dulse algae is a wonderful tool to be part of a thyroid imbalance condition. It's loaded with carotenoids, minerals, and polyphenols, and it helps to bring back the radiance of the skin. It's great with for vitality, healthy aging, environmental repair and protection from all the environment and stuff we're exposed to every day. And it helps to support the thyroid. So, seaweed is, I cannot say enough about it. Just to soak in sea minerals is it. In fact, in Europe, it's balneotherapy. You soak in minerals. You go to a spa, you soak in seaweed, and all different layers and levels of this, and it's amazing because it penetrates the body through the skin all the way, and it does amazing things. So if you ever have the opportunity for a seaweed soak, I highly recommend it. Okay. Now, let's talk about ingredients, do's and don'ts. Do match your ingredients to the skin condition to the best of your ability as you learn this. Make sure that what you're using for the problem makes sense. Support the skin barrier function, meaning don't use things super aggressive that it strips the skin. Use antioxidants in your skincare routine every day. Wear sun protection. Be consistent and repair first and then correct the skin. The don'ts are don't chase trends, over exfoliate, use too many ingredients and too many products, and assume that stronger means better because it doesn't. The right ingredients mean better, not stronger is better. Okay. Repair, true skin repair begins internally. Healthy digestion, working on the gut. Are you digesting your food? Are you having regular bowel movements? Is your body processing what you're eating? Are you eating healthy whole foods? Most of us are taking baby steps to get there, but make sure that that's really important, that your digestion is in top shape. Healthy detoxification pathways. That means make sure your body is able to eliminate properly the sweat, the bowel movements, etc. Get all the waste out of the system. Control blood sugar imbalances. You want adequate hydration. I love to do, we'll do a whole class on um, electrolytes and minerals. That's so important. So, hydration and electrolytes are big. Get plenty of sleep and manage your stress, right? Hello, who's not trying to do that? So, because the skin reflects what's happening internally, stress will age you faster than anything else. Just remember that. So, take care of yourself, okay? Next slide is okay. Oh, so finishing up, what's your skin asking for? Is it asking to calm down? Does it need more hydration? Does it need brightening? It might need all of those things. Does it need repair, firming, or detoxification? When you understand the condition, you can choose your ingredients with confidence, the right ingredients for the right concern at the right time. Guys, I know this is a lot of information, but please join me. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us, like us on Instagram and Facebook at Sunshine Botanicals. I am passionate about sharing this so that you guys are not vulnerable. You're not throwing money away. I want people to see results quickly, not maybe not months from now. I mean, right now. That's my passion, and my team is helping me pull this together. So I thank you all for your patience with our technology learning curve because, we'll work this out. But I am here. Emily at sunshinebotanicals.com is my email address. And you can, I still practice, I still see clients in my clinic as we build these beautiful products to get to people all over the world. I have a clinic at my farmhouse. I'm out in the country. It's not a big commercial space and it's not corporate. It's gorgeous. I still personally work with clients, and my treatment and protocol is matched to your skin when you come to see me. We talk about your goals and objectives, what you've done before, and what makes the most sense so you can have a single treatment with me and walk out the door and look different. That's a promise. It happens every single day. So the clinic is really my lab. I'm working on faces, I'm working with ingredients, I'm pulling it all together and creating beautiful products and treatment protocols from there. But it's where science, energy, frequency all come together for a total transformation. Martha, would you like to take this from here?
Sure, I'll be happy to. So you can join us online at like Facebook and Instagram. Like Emily said,
And you,
we are
and
also
you
on
too.
YouTube. We also have a TikTok as well. Again, if you have any questions that weren't answered during this presentation, this wasn't really a big sell presentation. It was really more educational because we just want to help you understand how important it is to pick the right ingredients with the right skin conditions. But we do have an opportunity for you if you are interested in our products. And again, we also have chat on our website. So if you come to our website and are looking for assistance on selecting products, feel free to drop a message in the chat and we will respond to you. We do have a gift with purchase tonight. So if you do make a purchase, first of all, you get 15% off your order with the Live 15 coupon. That's going to be good through July 3rd. And then you'll also receive, pardon me, a full size Total Eclipse BB cream, which is a $57 value. Plus, if you're located in the Atlanta area, or if you would like to experience working with Emily and you're traveling into Atlanta, you can also receive 15% off of any skincare service and also receive the $57 bottle of Total Eclipse, which is a beautiful BB cream. It is a skin protector. It actually reflects the sun, so it's a skin block, and it is tinted, and so it's great for a lightweight moisturizer. And it's also uh, it's approved to be worn near the reefs. So if you're swimming in the ocean, it has the right ingredients that don't destroy the actual reef itself. So it's a great product, and it's one of our top selling products as well. So, in closing, we want to say thank you. Thank you for attending. Thank you for stopping in. We're here to help you. If you have any questions, please go to us and chat with us online. And have a great evening. Take care now.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Follow us, subscribe, and join us next time. Thank you.
Bye now.